Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. Nothing like a virus and an earthquake to shake us up.
I'm Stacy Beck. Life as we knew it has made a major change again. We'll talk about it.
And I'm Angie Murphy, and we'll visit Mia's Boutique and go shopping.
And that always makes us feel good. All this and more on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. What have you been up to, girls? I mean, besides sanitizing.
And the earthquake, and
I know.
Right?
you guys, life has turned upside down for a second.
2 weeks ago, and we wanted to address this right up. 2 weeks ago when we filmed, we were making real light
a little
of
bit
the
light
situation.
of it. We were.
We could have not imagined where we are now, and we debated whether to film this episode, but we also thought it gets old watching TV, listening to the news 6, 8, 10 hours a day.
And I think it's important that we connect with
I
each
agree.
other and feel each other's love, and I don't know, see
Yeah.
what's going on in our community too.
Exactly. So that's why we chose to go ahead and do this. And even while we're doing it, we're being
Socially aware.
Yes,
Yep.
we are.
Distancing ourselves
we're
just a little bit.
distancing and
Which has been so tricky. I'm such a hugger. And that has been really hard for
It
me
is.
not to go up and hug people. And I reach out and they step back. And I was
Right.
like, I'm sorry.
And
it's going to take a minute.
I've struggled a little more than I thought I would with touching my face. When they
Yes.
said not to do that, I thought, oh, I don't touch my face. But now I'm like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
I touched
I mean,
my
Stacy
face.
just caught me, and like I do this a lot, or and I'm like, oh my
it
goodness,
really is.
hand sanitizer
You-
everywhere.
You have
on
to
me.
think about it. You really
You
kinda
really do.
because the things that you just normally,
And we
it's
can be
just-
casual about it, but the casualness is what causes the pandemic. Those are the types of things and people that start spreading it. So
Right.
we really have to be careful.
We do.
And
We
take
need to
it
take
more
it serious.
Yep.
And we have other countries ahead of us, I think, leading the way. So now we, in the United States, we can watch and see what they've done and what works. And we need to follow their lead.
it
Yeah, we
really
do.
is a critical time if we are trying to get ahead of it or mitigate it, or we have to be socially responsible. So just do your part and be. It's okay
And
to
it
be.
doesn't hurt to be extra careful. Like I'd rather do that than be out there
Right.
touching people and doing stuff that I shouldn't
And I
be,
think
and know that I was a cause of
Yeah,
something.
it'll be hard, I think, in this episode tonight that when we're filming and talking, things could change so much. Like we film on a Wednesday, our show's edited, it goes to SF17 on Monday, but then it's up for 2 weeks. Just
Anything
like
can
2 weeks
change.
ago when we were making so light of the situation, and then we're posting on Facebook and it's talking like us traveling or some
Which is
events
so
coming
unimportant
up.
now.
And, yeah,
Right.
and we're like, hey, so just know that as you're watching Studio Chatter as well, we're only filming twice a month. So,
And we're getting updates, on the daily.
right.
And then, almost every other day it just changes. And I know that we work at a dentist office and we start out seeing all patients on Monday.
Okay.
By Tuesday, we had heard from the ADA that maybe we should cut back. And then today it was 100% just emergency only patients.
In a 3-day period.
3-day period.
Yeah.
Boom to boom to boom.
For me, the biggest, I think, turn was last Thursday, which I guess would have been like the 12th? I don't
Something
even
like
know.
that, okay.
Something like that. But we were in a conference down in St. George for some Parks and Rec meetings, and in that 3-hour gap driving home, it's like that is when it shifted. We watched Governor Herbert and Spencer Cox live doing their thing up in Salt Lake and doing their news conference, and conferences were getting canceled and Disneyland closed down.
Yes, yep.
The LDS church was saying no more
No
church,
meetings.
like within a 3 to 4
and
hour
within the
period.
LDS churches, they were just boom to boom to boom. They were just throwing
Right.
out all different kinds of initiatives.
So it turned fast.
Yeah. So I think last we were together, I was talking about maybe starting into the spring schedule with dance competitions
Oh,
and
yes.
soccer, and we had a trip planned to the UK. So it was like cancel, cancel, cancel. And it's one thing to be an adult and hear those things and kind of
Right.
change your life to
Right.
the new norm. But kids are super, super affected. And we'll talk
Right.
about that a little bit more in this episode also. But you kind of hear the rumors about school and you're like, all right, maybe. And then all of a sudden you are in a very homeschooling situation. Thankfully, we
Bless
already
your heart.
work from home. So didn't transition for us, like it wasn't a huge change, but a little bit of a change in trying to make them aware of social distancing. I mean, that's a whole new world for kids.
Right.
Right.
Or why their event isn't going on, or don't touch that, or you know. It's been tricky, and I think it's only going to get a little trickier.
I agree.
But we're staying positive, and we're going to
We
be
are
here
going to
and
be
do
here
our
for
thing.
each other.
And we're
as
going
much
to
as we
talk
can.
about some serious things in most of our segments today, but one of them is going to just be about girls and shopping.
Oh, it was
So we need to give Mia's a huge shout out. They're sponsoring us. For example, this whole outfit I have on is from Mia's Boutique, Angie.
My jacket, my undershirt, and my cute new belt
I
from
love
Mia's.
that.
I love it.
Love it.
And this new comfy top that I can be working in all the time from home.
Okay, so totally different looks. And we'll go into more with Mia's when we're in that segment, but we just
Darling
appreciate them.
Boutique, fabulous people.
Yeah,
Really,
thanks
we're
for sponsoring
spoiled.
Studio Chatter.
Yep.
All right. Well, just one more thing before we move on.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so we have all of this, right? We have the virus, and then boom.
We had an earthquake.
We have an earthquake. So,
But it could have happened at a better time where so many
Right.
people were already home. The streets were a lot less congested. A lot of people weren't out. That
We're
was a little bit
hypersensitive, so I think everyone got a little bit panicked.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's good. Maybe it makes us be a little bit more proactive and more progressive with getting prepared. And I don't know.
But
just
not
one
all
more
this
kick in
week
the
or
pants.
next.
right.
Take your time.
We need a break.
Please. Yeah, there was a little bit of fake news going on around that too. So I think
Yes.
people were packing the trunks and getting the
Oh
emergency
yeah,
kits
getting
and
extra gas,
ready to
long
go.
lines everywhere. Yep.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, it has been, guys.
And all of this, just be kind, take what you need. And
Check on your
check on
neighbors,
your
especially if they're elderly, seniors, your parents.
Yep.
And your parents, are they down in Mesquite right now?
So I'm glad you asked, because just a funny little note. I was telling them about the situation here at the grocery stores. And they said, well, it's not like that here at all. Like, people are just taking what they need. They sent pictures of all of the shelves fully stocked.
Okay.
And I said, well, I just wanted some pinto beans on Sunday. So they sent me a care package with some pinto beans and brown sugar. I didn't have any brown sugar. So
That was sweet.
It was super sweet. So
We
to
were
get
in
a
St. George,
package
though, and it
from them
wasn't
was kind
like
of the
that.
opposite effect.
That was kind. Okay, so now you need to send something back to them, Natasha.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't need toilet paper,
Right.
because that is out everywhere.
Next on Studio Chatter, we're heading to Mia's Boutique. That's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. We were not going to let anything get in the way of checking out the new fashions at Mia's Boutique. Thanks, Marcy and Malia, for opening your doors and for letting us in to do a little bit of shopping.
This feels so good.
It does.
It does. Like just a little break from all the crazy in
I
our
know,
world, guys.
it's nuts right now.
Retail therapy is
Yes.
always good.
Yeah, and we already started as we walked in. And
Yeah,
we're grabbing
grabbing everything.
So it must be working. I already feel better.
Yeah.
So as of today, your doors are open.
Well,
Or is it call-in? How is it working?
it's actually closed doors, but we're going
Okay.
to do appointment only so that we can keep the crowds down and make sure that everyone's, healthy
Safe,
and,
yeah.
and safe. And so we just need to make sure that that's what we're doing. And then, so you
We
can just,
are also going to deliver to doorsteps. If
Oh.
you don't feel like you want to go out and you want to stay safe and stay healthy, we are more than happy to deliver to anyone in all the way up to Salt Lake. I'm willing to drive all the way up to Salt Lake if someone wants something delivered right
Okay.
to their front doorstep.
You guys are awesome. Great
Really-
customer service. We may get used to this.
Yes,
It really is.
go back from COVID-19.
yeah.
So it really is a personal shopping experience. If,
Yes.
you, if
Right.
you want to make a positive spin of it, so the store is open just for me and I can come in and I can try on these things and not be bothered by really anybody else's opinion.
Right.
I can, spring in transition
then
season
just feel
all on
safe,
my own.
too.
And
Like
feel
and
safe
totally
and
feel
healthy.
safe,
Yeah.
right.
And the other thing that we're trying to do is we've actually started booking as soon as we decided yesterday to have our last day to have it opened until this all subsides. But we actually have had people already Facebooking us, messaging us,
Oh, wow.
and already. So we already have appointments already, and so we're getting booked up. So it's kind of nice because we're we're at least doing it for at least an hour so that people will have that experience. If they need longer, then we'll push it out.
Okay.
But I'm only 5 minutes away, so I can be here in seconds, and so it'll just be a nice fun.
This will be kind of fun.
What
And we do-
precautions are you guys having to take here in the store? Like
we have lots of
Clorox and
Clorox.
stuff?
We make sure we Clorox the card when it comes through to us if we're doing cards.
Okay.
Most people do cards and not a whole lot of cash, so we don't have to worry about the cash. We'd rather just take the cards instead of the cash, just because of all that. But we wipe down like our surfaces, our iPads.
All of our hangers we're starting to wipe down just because everyone touches that, and then we don't want any more germs that we don't want those germs here.
We appreciate that.
And we want to encourage people to shop local. Come down to Mia's,
Absolutely.
shop
Keep
local.
supporting small
Spring
business.
shopping. Spring is here.
Yes.
It's officially here, and so there's shopping to do, new sizes for
So should we like shop for you guys?
Yes,
Yes.
let's do it.
Okay.
So, Ange, do you want to start with your personal
Yes.
shopping
Yeah, I've already,
experience?
let's do it. Malia,
Okay.
all right.
Your eye on a couple of things.
All right, okay, Malia, hook me up. I need some like maybe transition pieces going from like the wintry into the summer, past the spring.
Okay.
I'm done with spring and COVID-19. Okay,
We've got
so
it.
let's find something.
We've got a few new items. I really love our denim skirts.
Okay.
They're really comfortable, super stretchy, and a fantastic length.
Okay, that's
Two.
what I need. And I'm a shorty pants, so let's try that on and see how that hits. But that does look like it's going to be good.
Yes, definitely.
All right,
and I
cute.
would think pairing it up with this really cute cream bomber jacket would be absolutely adorable.
love
It also
that.
has cinches right here so you can adjust so it'd be a little bit tighter to you.
Love that.
So that one I would.
And that's not too thick, so that
Yes.
can go both ways. Okay.
I also
Close
have
one eye.
this cute cheetah print with
Ooh,
more of
pull
a
that one
puffy
down.
sleeve.
I love that.
This would go cute with your skirt as well. This is a
Natasha
little
would
bit,
love this, but maybe I'll have to buy it.
This one would be
Whatever.
really cute with it.
Okay, that's darling. Love that.
We
Okay.
also have all of our new summer dresses
Okay, perfect.
or little spring dresses for
Okay,
everyone.
don't do like big pops of color. So in the neutral palette, what do you have for me?
I think this would be really, really cute on you.
Okay.
It has a really cute under the bust. It goes in and cinches in. It also has a really good V-neck.
Okay.
Stays up, and you don't have to layer too much underneath.
That's what I love.
Layer above.
that. And then maybe I could put my cheetah jacket over
Yes,
the top. Okay,
definitely.
love that.
Another one I really would recommend is this spring dress. It's really cute. You can adjust the
That
tie.
reminds me of your skirt. Love
Yes.
that. Okay,
It's
and I
actually
want to maybe
identical.
try on one of the skirt ones.
Perfect.
Okay, I love that. I think that's darling.
that.
Looks airy and nice.
We also have a few more items in the back I would
Okay.
love to show you.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it. So show me the skirts.
So I know you mentioned you loved
I
my
love
skirt
that
I
color
have
and that-
on.
yes.
I know you wanted to try on the blue one.
Yes,
It caught
I
your eye
do.
when you walked in.
Yes.
So let's grab this skirt. Are you wanting to try any jeans on?
Yes, I think I would. And I want to try, I think, the leopard skirt on
leopard
too.
one?
Can
Okay.
I?
Yes.
Okay, and then yes.
This
Show me what you
really
got with
cute
jeans. Like
leopard
something just
skirt.
a little bit different. I have tons of kind of ripped up stuff and
Okay.
whatnot. Do you have anything that's just a little
Yes.
different? Okay.
These are our most popular jeans right now. They
Okay.
are a rubber band stretch. What I
Ooh.
like about these, they have no tears, anything on them. What I love is the cute cargo.
Little
on the
detail.
side.
I like
they're
that.
so cute. And they're stretchy.
Okay, and they could be a little bit dressier for work, so I like that too.
Yes.
Yep.
And I know we have some cute coats that you're trying on
Okay.
with things, and we need an undershirt.
Okay, yeah, show
So,
me
hey,
those.
Callie, could you grab me a long under tee for Angie?
And I love, okay, what you're wearing is super darling too. Is this kind of like the skirt that I'm getting, just a little different, right?
Yes, so this is a different style. So this is a full button-down skirt.
Okay.
It's a little bit on, a little bit shorter than the one you're having, and it has
Okay.
a cute distressed bottom. We also
The younger crowd would love this. Okay, I love
Yes.
that. And the buttons, because they're in too.
Definitely.
All right.
We just got in a new shipment of rocker tees, so this is one of them. We also have all of the different 80s, 90 bands
Do you
that
have
you can pick
Metallica?
up. I think we might be
Okay,
doing
all
that
right,
one.
all right. I may have to go there. Love a good Metallica tee.
But yeah,
All
we
right,
have all of
that's
those in.
darling. Super cute, guys. Yeah, you make me want to have spring, summer right now.
Well, let's go have you try
Okay.
these on, and let's get started.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, girls.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcy, when I came in, I loved your shirt.
Okay.
Do you have that?
Yes,
in
I
stock?
have it in here. I have it
Okay.
on me, and then I have it on the mannequin, and then but this color,
Oh, pink. I'm
Stacy,
loving
would
pink.
be absolutely beautiful on you.
Okay.
Because I love it
wanted
with
to-
like the blonde hair. your skin color. It'll be really pretty.
Okay, I love it.
You can get both. You know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I want it.
Okay, you want this one?
Let's do that one.
Okay, let's do
What
that.
else?
And then this is actually a really summery shirt where it has like
that's
so it has this, and then you can tie it,
Okay.
or so you can adjust it wherever you want. And then we have so many belts, like the new belts like I have on. And we'll
Okay.
show all the other different colors, but you can wear that with everything. I love these belts, and they're
Okay.
only $12. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
a perfect match. So let's see,
Oh,
this,
cute.
I love the buttons on the back. This would be super
that's
cute with
cute.
you too. So you
I
have
like
the
that color.
buttons and then how it's cut, and then the side. I love the arms.
Okay, and so I have a long torso. Would this work? It looks short, but is it?
It's actually longer than
Okay.
what it looks like.
Okay,
Even like
let's-
on this shirt too.
That's very
This one
true.
you can adjust for the length because your torso. My torso
Okay.
is super long.
Okay.
I have shorter legs. And then we do have like all of the can jeans, which we have tons. We have them in skirts, long jeans, ripped.
They're really one of my
non-ripped.
favorites.
We have, yeah. And then we have all of our Bermudas we'll show you later.
Okay.
We have all the shorts. We have a little bit of mid shorts for the younger girls and the older girls if they want that. But we have a lot of like the Bermuda length
Okay.
too, which is
Awesome.
really, and all of them with like the button fly. Everybody loves the button fly this year. Everyone
Good
has
to
to have
know.
those. Yeah.
I've been here a couple times when you sponsored us last time and we all got a bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
I just loved how feminine and easy to get them. They're so easy to put on and off. But then I've been back in several times for gifts. So these are only $10, right?
Right, and then we do the
Super
free,
feminine.
the really cute free gift,
Okay.
gift wrapping. We
So
do that.
That would be great, like thinking ahead for Easter, for example,
Yes.
spring birthdays, graduation
coming up in
gifts.
3 weeks.
$10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So love these. Show me the belt that you were talking
let's
about.
show you all the different belts. So they come in all of
Do you want
these.
me to hold these?
Yeah. So we have like the leopard right here, which
Oh,
is
those
cute.
are
so
fun.
like I said, what we're pairing with like the shirt I have on. It's got
Right.
the leopard. These are the Bermuda shorts.
Okay.
Then we have all of these. So we have like the black with the silver, the black with the gold. Then we
Wow.
have like the caramel color. This is a peachy color, and then just all of like the snake skin. They're
I love
super
the price
popular.
point, $12.
Yeah, $12 for the belts.
Okay, perfect.
They are fabulous. And then we just have like more of like the jeans that we have.
And are those the can-cans
These are the
that you were talking
can-cans,
about?
and we do carry the Rolls Royce, which we'll show you a little bit later. The Rolls Royce are our #1 seller.
Okay.
They have tons of stretch.
Okay.
But the can-cans are making them into like more stretchy too.
Awesome.
But they have like, like this one has like the cuff. And then these jeans that we carry that I was talking about earlier have the button fly, and then they're more of like a mom jean. So these have the rips, but these are more of like the simple on the pocket.
So just not as tight of a fit.
Yeah, like these are more tight fit, but I like this because you can uncuff it also.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
they're pretty
let me
cool.
try that on.
Okay.
Okay,
You try
perfect.
these.
Okay, I would love to try on your dresses, so let's head over there.
Okay.
Thanks, Marcy.
Thanks.
Marcy, it is no surprise, of course, when I walked in here that I wanted that.
Yes, you did. Because
You always look fabulous, and I love, yes, I love fun
flouncy,
sleeves.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the 3/4.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
that one is right here.
Okay. Oh my
that
gosh,
you have.
and
But you can
so
put, I was
springy.
just explaining to Stacy earlier that you can put any color underneath this. Like all the undershirts, we have
Yep.
every color.
Okay.
Like 12 different colors. So with the cream one, you could put, but the one I had for Stacy, you would probably be more limited. But this one, any color you can put on.
What about washing? What's the
I would
what's the
just
care
hand
on
wash
this
it.
one? Okay.
Hand wash it.
Okay,
The
that
other
is
one I was
beautiful.
thinking is like this one, the sweatshirt. I love
A little
it.
mom gear.
Little mom gear. You
Yep,
could put.
okay.
You could actually put leggings, but I like the back.
Okay.
How it has like just
A
a little
seam, cute.
seam down the back.
Love that. And a pop of color,
Yeah.
So
you
there's
like
a lot of
this
neutrals,
one,
but we,
because
yes.
you had the keyhole. Plus, it's the length of your arms again, the way that you like it, and then this kind of goes down, so it slims you.
Okay.
And then has the back that actually comes down also.
So
that's
the-
another sweatshirt
The
one that you
keyhole,
like.
is it sticking around
Yeah,
or
it
making
is.
another appearance?
I think so. Another appearance. That's
Okay.
been what, 3 years, and it's,
Uh-huh.
it's coming back again.
Okay, I like
And then
it.
your other favorite one.
Oh yes,
Because
I think it's just
you
so
just
feminine.
like the polka dotted sleeves. Yeah. But this one's really pretty because it's like a peach salmon color, and that'll be really pretty with your hair color and your skin. So I think that one is another good one for you. You kept looking at this one when you first came in. And this one's just a fun, sporty, kind of lightweight.
Okay.
But yet again, the arms. We have a lot of people that shop in our store that love the 3/4 length.
I love 3/4 length. I love comfort. I'm kind of a wash and wear type girl. I don't
just
really like
go.
a lot of high maintenance.
Yeah, me
Unless
too.
it's being either very feminine or very professional. Otherwise, I'm kind of just stuck at the computer all day.
Super,
so this
super
is
comfortable. So I think this
perfect.
one's perfect because you can pair this with a pair of leggings or a pair of jeans. Some of those other tops are a little bit dressier, so you want to maybe wear a color jean with it or black.
Okay, fantastic.
So
well,
you can-
I'm going to go try on some of the, tell us again the name of the jeans.
Oh, the Rolls Royce,
Okay.
the rubber band stretch that you love.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay,
let's
we'll try
on
some of those and get wearing some things for spring. Thanks.
Okay, let's go. Hey, Stacy, come out so we can show. Oh, you started in the dress one.
I did.
I like that.
I think I could maybe go down a size,
One size,
but
yeah,
I
smaller.
love, like, it's kind of like ribbing.
It's super flattering, and
That
I
is
love
so
the back.
pretty. It's
Yeah.
a good length, a good color on your skin.
It's kind of like
and
a
with your
keyhole
hair.
in the back.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I love it.
I like it, and you can pair it with anything. You could put a denim jacket over the top of it for the spring.
Like
And
this
then-
one.
Like
Yes.
that
We
one.
sell this one
Okay.
here as well.
Perfect. Okay, Ange, let's see what you have on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I love it.
I like it. It's super cute, and I feel like this could go like to the pool with me, like as a little cover up.
Oh
A
my word!
swimsuit.
What you
Yeah.
could do is actually pull it up and make it like a tube top
Yes,
and go
we
to the
totally
pool or
could.
go to the beach.
Totally could. I like it, and I love this little jacket.
So cute on you.
Is it silky?
It's not.
No,
It's
It's
a-
more
like a
more of like
soft
a.
cotton
yeah, very soft, but
twill or something.
very lightweight. So you can wear it in the spring and the fall and the summer.
You could wear it all seasons.
You could.
Yep.
All the seasons.
That is so
Okay.
cute.
Okay, Natasha, come out. Let's see what you have on today. Oh, perfect. Yep.
Love
Perfect.
it.
Yeah, I like that. And I like how, like we were talking about, how the stitching goes down. It's perfect.
Yeah,
So-
it contours to your body in the correct way.
and the keyhole.
And
The
this you
keyhole
don't
that
have
we
to
talked
pair
about.
up with like a necklace because you already have enough up here that you don't
Right.
need to. You can still stay sporty and casual.
And the sleeves. That's your perfect length because you love that. That's what it. Okay, now let's go and try on the other ones that you guys chose. Round two.
All right, Natasha, let's see what you have on. Oh my gosh, I love this look. I love how it's so casual, but it's still where you could go out and get groceries and you still look really nice. I love the sleeve length, and I also love the high-low of the shirt. So cute.
I love it too. When I'm watching my virtual soccer game, it's gonna be so much fun.
And then you have the favorite Rolls Royce jeans on.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the stretch.
All right,
They're
jeans.
so comfortable.
Angie, let's see what you got on. Oh,
I'm
so
rocking the
cute.
mom version of her cute skirt, and I
I
totally
love it.
And I
Oh my
love
gosh.
the zipper print.
Don't you love how soft and stretchy the skirt
Yeah,
is?
I do. You guys, like I can stretch it. So nice.
And
I
the
love
buttonfly.
the basic underneath your jacket as
Yes,
well
like
as the
that.
cute leopard print and puffy sleeves.
It's so cute.
Perfect for
Super fun.
spring.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, Stacy, let's see what you got on. Oh, I love this. Don't you love,
love
how?
it.
My
I love
gosh!
it. Yeah.
And the jeans look so cute on you. I love how it has the
love the
cute
bottom.
opening at the bottom and your sleeves of your
I
shirt.
love this. It's so feminine.
And it's just more chiffon, and then you also have a little bit more of a base where you don't necessarily have to put a lot of layers underneath it. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for letting us come in and do a little bit of shopping, get some retail therapy, transition into spring.
I just want to stay.
Okay.
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 I'll just book a lot of appointments.
Yeah, book a lot of appointments since that's what we're taking.
We may do that even through the fall.
You know what? No, it's perfect because I'm only 5 minutes away. It's not that far for me to get down here, and who wouldn't want one-on-one time?
Oh, it's awesome.
It's like your
I highly
personal
recommend it.
shopper,
Yep.
Has felt
and
like
I love that.
Okay.
I don't like what we're going through right now, but this is how we're gonna have to do it for the next few weeks. This is
And if we can do it and stay, in tune
Safe.
with it, then
Yeah.
it's okay. Then
Yeah.
we're going to be safe and it'll be a
we have
shorter-
lots of Clorox wipes. We are keeping everything
Good.
cleaned, so we
Okay.
are good. So
We also have gift cards if you guys are wanting to get gifts for birthdays or any
Okay.
events that are coming up. We have those. We can even deliver it to your house as well.
just
Stacy's got a cute wallet though.
Oh my
and just
word.
to help
Talk
small
about this
businesses
wallet.
too.
I agree. Yeah.
Small businesses anywhere, restaurants, help them out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And yeah, Baby
Hobo?
Blue.
That Baby
yeah.
Blue is-
Hobo International.
Okay.
It's
And this cute over the shoulder satchel. Guys, it also goes into a fanny pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's how I wear it.
fanny pack.
I
this
put it on my
around.
belt.
It is
like a belt loop.
awesome, and it's real leather.
Is that Hobo as well?
It's a different
Oh,
brand
okay, they look the
that we
same.
are carrying that are
It's
a
so
little
pretty.
bit on a lower price point. For
Okay.
Super
everyone.
soft leather.
Yeah.
A fanny pack. I love that.
well, you could do it for a satchel
And a
or fanny.
crossbody
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Or whatever we
We've
all
got
call
3
it.
styles right here, guys, in one
down.
bag.
Thank you for
Yes,
sponsoring
you guys
us.
are
You're never going to
Thank
get us
you.
out of here tonight.
Thank you for
But
having us.
unfortunately, we have to go. So
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
There's more studio chatter coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. There are so many rumors and false information floating around about COVID-19, so we knew that we needed to get good information. Welcome Susan Chapman, the city's wellness coordinator and a public health professional, to the Chatter. Welcome, Susan.
Hi, Susan. So, Natasha, you know Susan. We've had her on before. Angie.
I just met her.
Susan,
And lovely
Susan,
lady. I
Angie.
can't wait to hear. I know. Hello. I won't shake your hand, but hello.
Yeah, no handshaking.
No
so,
hugs.
Susan used to work for Utah County Health Department. And then you had 5 boys. You were at home with them for a little while. You had your master's degree in health, right? And the city snagged you in helping them write a grant, correct?
Yep.
And was that just, what, 3 years ago?
Yep. It's been almost 4 years now.
And what was the grant about?
It was an active and healthy grant
Okay.
through the League of Cities and Towns and Intermountain Health Care, and it was for to make an active community. We happened to write mental health into it as well, because mental health is also a public health issue. And we ended up getting the grant over many cities and towns, which was awesome.
Yeah. I hope our viewers are watching. You post actively on Facebook under Spanish for Active and Healthy, right?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun events, and you're helping with suicide prevention
Yep.
in the city, offering last week once a month classes that might be on hold for a little bit right now.
It is. Yeah.
Maybe
We
online
also
we could do it or something.
Yeah.
We also do the support groups I run the support groups for those who have suffered loss. And those have been great, and those are also on hold, which I'm really sad about. But we'll resume as soon as this is over, so that we can get back to helping more people.
Well, thank you for coming in on such a short notice, but we felt like you really knew your stuff. We wanted someone here with that background and that wealth of knowledge to share, so locally our viewers can hear a little bit more. And so for this segment specifically, we thought of just talking about health, physical health, mental health.
And maybe you could give us just a little glimpse of what COVID-19 is. If you could just
And maybe
tell
how it
people
differs
just in
from
abroad.
the,
other
what might be a
flus or
common cold or
viruses.
flu.
Yeah. So COVID-19 is what's considered a novel virus. So it existed in animals before and made the jump to humans. If you don't know the background about it, it's really interesting, and that's why this situation is different, because usually with viruses we have some immunity. With the flu, we have antibodies in our bodies, we have immunity, we also have antivirals, and we also have vaccinations. And with COVID-19, we don't have any of that. We only have 2 tools, and those tools are mitigation, which is social distancing, and our healthcare. And actually our healthcare is very effective at treating people these days, but when it's overloaded, it's not so much. And so right now we're using the best tool that we have, which is social distancing. And we need to really hit it hard these next couple of weeks, because that's when it's most effective. So that's why we're doing this. And it can feel really scary, but when we look at it as a tool that we're using, it's not so scary. This is strategy. This is a game of strategy, a game of chess instead of an arm wrestle, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Speaking of strategy, on a lighter note, there's a game called Pandemic. You guys all should try it.
You're just showing us that. Okay,
I know, I'm going to pull it out. I brought it. But it's strategy, right? It's really
and that's what this
being
is
ahead
about.
of the curve.
And is there any like major differences between a normal flu or a cold? Because I know we've had that going around a little bit too. Or are they very, very similar?
So in the symptoms, they're really similar. It is characterized by a high fever in youth and a lower grade fever in older adults. And the shortness of breath is kind of key as well. But we know that a lot of people have mild symptoms, especially the youth, so it makes it the perfect storm because you have these little spreaders running around. And then you have people who, and what we do know is that it just really takes a turn for the worst in older individuals at some point. And so that's kind of what we're dealing with. But the majority of the population is at low risk. But we're taking precautions for those who are very valuable to us. That also contribute a lot to the economy, and we're trying to protect those.
So let's talk about the little spreaders for just a minute. You know, I mean, I don't know what the age range is in your home, but I have a couple that are 9 and 6. So trying to educate them and tell them how important it is to wash your hands, and every time, or why can't we play with our friends, or why can't we do this, or you guys are so boring. What do you think is a great way to kind of talk to them about that?
So I think an honest conversation about it,
okay,
but also not a gloom and doom conversation.
Right. Okay.
Now, just bringing back an example for my husband, he remembers tornadoes from his youth because he grew up in the Midwest. He remembers tornadoes from his youth as a happy time because they went down in the basement and they played board games and had snacks. Because his mom made it a really fun time for him, right?
What a good mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Post-traumatic.
And so,
he's like, I like tornadoes.
Well, I think we have the potential here to do the same thing for our kids. And that's kind of been what I've wanted to do. We explain what it is and how important it is, and we kind of let them in on what's going on. But we also stay in tune with the changes in their sleeping patterns and their eating patterns and the way they're acting out. And we get familiar with how they're reacting. Okay. And there's some really good websites. If you go on CDC's websites on how to protect yourself from COVID-19, there's also a mental health page on there, and you can look that up. And it talks about children dealing with the stress and the anxiety of it, and what to do and steps to take and what to watch for. And sometimes they can go back to bedwetting, things that they've been out of it, habits. I have a little guy that stopped sucking his thumb, and he's sucking his thumb again, and so we know that that's something that we need to watch for. But we can really make this a positive event as well. So we're getting our kids out once a day, making sure, at least, and we need to do it more because they can't socially interact as much anymore. But and then I've set up with the other moms in my neighborhood times to get online with the kids. So there's Zoom, the app Zoom. Yeah, they can get on Google Hangouts. There's Flipgrid, if you've ever been on that. There's different applications that they can get on, and they can just hang out. So you have to use strategy, but it's good for their mental health. We've been saying no social media, or not no social media, but limit social media, and now it's a time where they need to, but and my family, we haven't done social media before, and so we're trying to do it in a way that I feel like is still good for their mental health. Right. So
that's an interesting take, because I just think as of adults, we're going to go stir crazy being at home, but think of those kids. Yeah. Especially
they're
teenagers.
used to being so structured, being at school, being with friends. After school activities, and now we're limiting them
that's
to
the
like
part
almost
that's hard
nothing.
for mom.
Well, and it's so important, and too, working with people with extreme grief and loss. Sometimes the most important thing that you need to do is eat and sleep and get back to as close to normalcy as possible.
I had heard that before, even just about homeschool. So I've really kind of tried to take that to heart too. Let's stay in the routine, get up at the same time, have our breakfast. We're still getting in our clothes. We're still going to do our hair. We're still going to keep all the normal
hygiene.
Yes. And a shout out to the educators that have just been right on top of things, getting those packets out, getting the virtual lessons ready, and
getting Chromebooks out to those people that don't have computers.
So
they're
great.
putting together gobs of those.
I will never take advantage of teachers again.
Never. I know today we remember how important that they
Exactly.
are. We're so
a shout out to our
grateful.
teachers.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love you.
Us moms,
Absolutely.
And they
we are
did it in
trying.
such a short time. I mean, they could have been warmed over a whole summer,
Yeah.
and it still probably wouldn't have gone much smoother than it is right now.
Yeah.
They've done it seamlessly.
And it could go on a little bit longer. So we just
Yeah.
need to take it in stride, day at a time. But I think that normalcy, trying to find some sort of new normal, but
Yeah.
keeping what they've had in the past.
Well, and for the adults,
No, you
that have, that maybe have been forced into a situation where they can't go to an office to work now, and then they're forced to work at home, and then they have kids surrounding them, and then they don't have the mental release, and then you're looking at the numbers on the TV, and you're like, oh, it's tripled from yesterday, and how do we?
It is frightening for us as well. It is.
We need to work on that. We need to also do Google Hangouts and Zoom with our girlfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
We need to take walks. We need to exercise. Also, spouses being home for the first time, working together. That's also
Can
kind
be
of a
tricky.
pressure. Yeah, well, let's acknowledge that's going to be tricky. And so we need to find, like we said, a new normal. We need to eat. We need to just take care of ourselves and recognize and talk. Don't tell somebody, don't worry about it. Listen, be compassionate.
Let them
Instead of
voice.
saying nothing's going to happen, just say, what do you think is going to happen? Because that's the best thing. Telling somebody with anxiety, oh, nothing's going to happen, don't worry, that heightens their anxiety. So being a compassionate listener and letting them just talk about it will reduce that anxiety.
Susan, would you have any suggestions on how much media to watch?
Yes,
And
how
depending
much
on the
you
age.
should
set,
educate
set
yourself.
your limits. Also, tune out a lot of the main media, news media. I mean, bless their hearts, they're doing a good job out there.
But that's not what kids should be watching.
Oh, for sure, not
Or
kids.
as adults.
Yeah, but as adults, we should tune into the updates from the White House, from the Health Department, from the CDC. Right now, we kind of need a funnel, and we need to take breaks from it. Don't check it at night through the night. Don't check it first thing in the morning. Just give yourself some breaks.
Okay. Oh, good.
Wow.
Good tips.
I feel like
Great
we've just gotten on the
information.
crust.
Whew.
Like there's still
That's
so
why we're
much.
going to have her here for another segment or two.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Susan.
Hang on then. Next on Studio Chatter, we'll talk about how this virus has changed our daily lives. That's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Learning to keep your distance from friends and others is not easy. Let's talk about social distancing.
I already
That's
kind
a new
of touched on it. Like I like to hug people.
A
like,
new
that's
term.
how I like say hi to people, and so that's been really tricky for me.
And
but
this
even
is
just
harder
this,
to film.
It feels
We need the
awkward,
wide
it
angle
feels
all the
different.
time.
But
it's
how
definitely
important
changed
is
things.
it? I guess, Susan, like this part of it.
Well, right now, it's the tool that we have to try to stop the virus from spreading as quickly so that we can have less impact on our healthcare system, right? But that's 6 feet apart. Washing our hands is also part of social distancing. If you're sick, you self-isolate. Quarantine is different than self-isolating. Quarantine is mandated, or it's put on you by another authority, by a government authority, usually by the health department or something like that. Self-isolation is a choice, and it's an ethical choice. It's something that we should do if we're feeling sick. If we come down with any symptoms, we self-isolate in our home, and we cease contact with other people. And so right now, we're actually doing good in that we can go to the store and we can do other things, but that's what's part of social distancing. Stay home when you're sick, stay 6 feet apart, wash your hands often. I'm sure I'm missing some things because I don't have the list right in front of me. What am I missing? It's just those precautions to protect yourself that you would have.
But yet, at this point in time, when we're filming this, we also want to encourage our residents here in Spanish Fork to support local business.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether it's shopping at Mia's and making an appointment, having Dickerson Automotive come pick up your car, take it in to get fixed, or going and grabbing takeout.
So our businesses are working very hard.
They are.
Right. The governor sent an order to have them do as much as they could to help protect us. And something that's important to know about this virus is the core isn't very hardy. It's made out of a fat particle. That's why disinfectants really work with alcohol, is it breaks apart that core. So it's not like norovirus. Norovirus is a very hardy virus. It goes through the digestive tract, and that's one of the ways that it infects us. The same is true with hepatitis A. This is different. It's a respiratory virus. So if you consume it through your digestive tract, it's not the same as the transmission. This is a person-to-person contact. So as far as being afraid to eat takeout and drive through and curbside, you're going to be okay. And that's the current, that's through the FDA. You can look it up, FDA COVID-19, their guidelines and regulations on it. So don't be afraid to go and get takeout and curbside. Is what the current standards are. It has no known food transmission. It's not a foodborne illness like other illnesses
Well,
are.
I just picked up our Costa Vida salads, and I was really impressed with them. They all were wearing gloves. They were all switching out gloves with everything that they were touching. I noticed at Mia's as well that they were Cloroxing off our cards when they took our credit cards and gave them back to us.
And they're screening employees as well.
Are they?
Yeah. Can I tell you a story?
Yes.
Okay. So my roots are pretty deep, right? My grandparents and whatever go back to Spanish Fork, right? So this you're gonna wonder why I'm telling this story. Okay. But I promise you'll love it. So my grandpa, when he was dying, he had 11 children, and the harvest was up, and they didn't know what they were gonna do. And my dad described it as this, that they felt this rumble and they heard this noise outside. And they looked out the window and here came some tractors. And what had happened is the community came and they finished the harvest for him, right? Wow. And so my grandpa gathered the children around his bed and he said, don't you ever forget what this community just did for us. The cavalry basically came, you know. He didn't say that, but he said, don't forget. And so we're in a sense in the same thing. Our small businesses are going to suffer through this. And so if you don't feel comfortable eating out at takeout, you know, you're still afraid. I went and got Cowboy Donuts today and I just microwaved them for 30 seconds just in case. But I did it as a choice. So if you don't feel comfortable eating out, just go buy a gift card. Just go support them in some way. You know, the food is good. It is. You can be whatever, but just the Calvary. Let's stand up as a community. Let's make that call that we're not going to let our small businesses go at this time.
And let's be honest. How many people are used to cooking 7 nights a week?
No, not us.
Nowadays.
We have a lot of food that we cook with, but we've been eating out. Yeah. And I feel super good about it right now.
That's going to be a major thing. A lot of moms really don't have meals for 7 nights a week.
Oh, that is fantastic. That's probably the best news I've heard in all of this, because we're used to running and doing dance pickup and grabbing some takeout to take home. And I even started menu planning. I'm like, how in the world am I going to do this, or how are we going to eat this? They're going to hate this. So that's great news.
Well, and there's a Facebook page right now that the Chambers put up of all the businesses, and the businesses can contribute to it about what they're doing to make those adjustments for social distancing.
And a lot of them are even delivering, so you don't even have to leave the house. They can just
drive through and deliver, or bring it curbside to you.
Yeah. Yep. So a lot of great ideas.
So social distancing is kind of a new term. It's kind of like conscious uncoupling. That was one of the first things I thought of. I'm like, really? Are we? what is this? Just when new terms come into play and they become very familiar to us. But have we ever seen something like this in our history?
During the Spanish flu pandemic, yes.
Okay.
And let's not forget measles. Measles is very contagious. Where with this COVID-19, it has an R. I can't remember the term for it, but you infect 2 people. With measles, you infect up to 18 people, and it's airborne. And so it's very, very contagious. And so we haven't seen, that type of social distancing, but there is a possibility of having something like this. This isn't our first epidemic. Epidemics are very, very common. But one good thing to focus on is what we can do. When I was on the trail, there were a lot of people out there, and there was this fear, like if I say hi to somebody, maybe they're going to talk to me.
Right.
But let's not be afraid to greet. Let's not be afraid to go out and to still get exercise. Let's focus on the things that we can do.
And I think not to be offended. It was so funny. Today at the grocery store, I saw someone that I hadn't seen for a while, and I went up to hug her. I just went for the initial, and then she kind of stepped back a little bit. And for a moment, my heart was like, oh. And then I was like, Angie, come on, get it together. And for a moment, I felt like I was distant from them. And so I think it's creating a new way of thinking in our minds that just because we're not close doesn't mean we're still not close together. I don't know. It really kind of.
But
threw
when
me
it's
off for
all
a minute.
over, I want it to
We'll
go
get through
back.
this.
Yeah, I do.
Because
I want to give a
want
hug.
that.
We'll be really huggy after. And remember, we'll all be immune in just a
there
little
you go.
while.
Right.
We really do. We
Well-
build up those immunities and
That's why I wanted to talk about history because now you go into any grocery store and this is before this even started. You have the wipe to wipe down your cart to make it
And did
nice
you ever
and clean to
really
go
do
shop.
that?
No.
Most of the time, no.
And how many little hand sanitizers did you take for granted until now? And now they're a precious commodity, right? So it will be very interesting
That is funny.
to
My
get to a
husband
certain
brought
point and
home
look back.
3 hand sanitizers like 2 months ago for something, and I'm like, why did you buy 3? And they're like little. I'm like, we're never gonna go through that. And I'm like, thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Right.
So I'll be honest. So I had a child get really, really sick in H1N1, like really, really sick. Like we thought we were gonna maybe lose him. And so since then, I have been really every flu season. I am really worried, right? And so I'm sanitizing at the gym. I sanitize. I wash my hands. And I have this really anxiousness during flu season. And at the very beginning of this, my anxiety went down a bit because everybody else was at this higher anxiety level.
Interesting.
And so, it was kind of an interesting thing. So as far as we have seen things not like this in the last few years, of course, but H1N1 was pretty serious as well.
Right.
But this is much more serious, but we have a lot more tools.
Yes.
And we have a lot more awareness as far as social media. That's been awesome for communicating. So everybody's aware of it. Everybody's a health expert now. Like, sometimes it's about the wrong ways, but
Right.
there's a lot of great tools and things, and a lot of good things that we can still do, and that we have forgot that we can do. And now we're
Right.
doing like the connecting at home. I forgot like sitting and playing board games and things like that. There really are a lot of blessings that are coming from this.
Yeah.
Well, these ladies know that was one of my goals this year. I just didn't know that I was going to be forced into it quite
Natasha
so much.
has caused us all to come about for her goal. Thanks.
Oh,
In a good way.
Right.
yeah. Susan, you are just a wealth of information. Thank you. And I love how positive you are all about it. You have the information, but it's like hopeful and we can get
Well, we
through
have
it.
to. Like, we
and- yeah.
prepare all that we can, and then at the end of the day, we just have to go forward with
Yep.
hope, with that faith that, like,
It's all gonna be
Yep,
okay.
it is.
I think information is empowering in truth with this stuff. To know what you can do to protect yourself is very helpful.
Yeah.
So
And if you're feeling like you need mental help with all this, if you're getting into a really fearful place, like, what are some places that they could reach out to?
So the Coalition of Suicide Prevention actually posted a hotline this morning of what you can do when there was an earthquake for natural disasters. There's always the suicide hotline that you can reach out to if you are there. If not, Wasatch Mental Health is still open. There's that walk-in clinic. You can now recognize that there's certain signs that are very important. If you stop eating, if you stop sleeping, those are things that you need to take it in account. It's normal to feel a great amount of anxiety during times like this. Really talk to somebody, exercise, take your own mental breaks, and do those things that are preventative. Those routines are so important. Try to get into, if you have a mental health professional that you see. If not, then try to find somebody. And again, there are telehealth platforms for mental health professionals. A lot of people don't know that, but there are really good ones out there. So it's good to get in there. If you're in crisis, reach out to those crisis lines. Again, we have a county, not a county, but a state crisis line as well. So Safe UT, I'm not sure if it's functioning right now. I imagine that they're still functioning and that they will continue to function.
Check that.
But
I do have that downloaded.
it's been wonderful for our kids. And that's the thing is kids a lot of times won't talk to a person, and so texting has been fantastic for them.
All right. Well, thank you for being such a great resource. There's more studio chatter coming up. Welcome back. How else has this situation changed our lives? Have either of you been forced to work from home or telecommute?
So in our house, my schedule is flexible at the magazine. I'm in sales, so I can work at home or go into the office.
Okay.
So I've always kind of teeter-tottered, a little from home, a little from the office. So now just being strictly at home, I don't feel...
Have they asked you guys to just work from home, or is that a choice?
No, they've said, you know, if you don't need to come in, don't come in.
Okay.
So, and we only have about 13 employees.
Okay.
And with being in sales, I don't have to be in the office because everything's either by appointments, but nowadays people just want emails. So I'm used to that, and my husband works over at Micro Focus, and so he would usually work from home 1 day a week, but now he's also home.
Okay.
And did they have them start working at home as well?
He can go in
Okay.
as of now. I mean, but that can
Right,
change.
it can change.
But then my 23-year-old daughter that's at Renaissance Hair Academy, where she's getting her master esthetician license, they now have to do their school at home. So it's like I'm upstairs on the computer, Chris is in the living room, Brittany's in the kitchen, and then the last couple days my son-in-law will come over and he'll work in the family room. So we're just all, and like sometimes I am on a conference call or Chris is, and Brittany's listening to her class, putting headphones in so we can't hear each other.
That's
it's cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Thank goodness you don't have little ones.
Oh,
Doing school stuff.
no, but then my daughter will show up with the 1-year-old sometimes, and then we'll like
Like
run
in
to
the
the room.
bathroom.
I'm on a call. I'm on a call. So it's so fun.
So how do you think that will affect the two of you working at home, you and Chris? Like, I think you get used to kind of the background noise with kids
Yeah.
popping in and out all the time.
I think it will be okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you're used to it?
So it's interesting. We're used to it, but it's a little different
'Cause the kids are there.
Because and they were kind of there before also, but I
Yeah.
think it's just not being able to go elsewhere. So Keith and
Yeah.
I both work at home anyway. So we were used to that in our home anyway, but then we were used to having someone else pick up Gunnar from school and then go to the library, go to an activity, finish something, or maybe even have a play
so
date.
highly involved with extracurriculars.
So so that's made more of an impact, I think, having both home, because they'll fight about, you know, whatever. So there's been a lot of kind of running that interference. And yes, and then after school hours, you know, the dance shop has completely closed down for a couple of weeks. The ice rink has shut down for a couple of weeks. Soccer was supposed to start. I mean, all those things that you're so used to being part of the routine is completely.
I wonder how long it really will be shut down.
I know.
Like 2 weeks turning into 4. Like I was talking to one of the teachers, and they really think that maybe we won't be going back for the end of the year. So
Yeah, it's gonna be
that'll
interesting.
be interesting. I know.
And you can't work from home.
No,
you work
I
for
can't.
a dentist.
Yep, I work for a dentist. So on Monday we started out seeing all patients.
Okay.
Hygiene and emergencies, elective procedures, everything. By that evening we kind of saw the ADA and the ADA, which is a dental part, and then the CDC, they're both coming out with some recommendations that we do. So Tuesday we started not seeing the hygiene, which is an elective, but we still hadn't had like the directive, like please do not see them. And then by yesterday evening they did, and so today we were calling patients and only seeing elective or no elective, just emergency only.
So how is that affecting your schedule?
Huge. So all of our hygienists are off. They're no longer working. We have one doctor that's working tomorrow, along with us 2 front end, and then 2 assistants in the back, and we'll only work a 4-hour day.
So do you foresee your hours maybe getting cut in half?
Yes, or more. Like if we can't keep that schedule filled, there's only so many toothaches and hurts and that kind of stuff.
And there's no need for you to be in there.
No, there isn't.
know what,
Like my job, I guess, is a little bit more because we're having to reschedule the patients and try and find more time. But like with the hygienist, we just cut it off, and they are not in need right now.
And my daughter, you know, the Bree that just moved back from Georgia, she got a job at a hair salon, and they're closed now. Kind of the non-essential things.
Yeah.
It seems like they're shutting down.
Right. And it's like dental and medical, like I thought that was very essential, but there's certain things that you really don't have to do.
Yeah, especially
that
when
it's
you're
not
in the mouth.
necessity. Yes.
That's kind of.
Yep.
On a lighter note, who has got some good deep cleaning in? Oh, me!
I've been a little busy. No, I've done a lot of shopping. I've got a lot of food.
So she's one of those problem people.
I am on the Amazon toilet paper hoarder. I don't know. Yeah,
I
all
got
kinds
some
of supplies.
floorboards. Like I was in my laundry room, down on the floorboards, the walls, the doors. Then I hand scrubbed the tile.
Maybe that'll be
wiping
next
things
week,
down.
Stace.
Oh, it
Maybe
felt
I'll
just
get
so
there.
good.
So I think we were kind of doing some spring cleaning anyway and talked about changing up some things, maybe painting, changing some furniture.
Yes.
So I had kind of started into that. So I guess it's still in progress because you'll remember after the last time we filmed, and I made a joke of this because my husband is a professional trainer. So after we filmed, I went home and my entire kitchen counter space had been overrun by a computer lab. There were
Yes.
like all these computers set up. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like I can't leave for 5 minutes because there's computers overtaking us.
Like, what are you doing?
It's not so funny anymore because he had to put together our new children's lab for homeschool. So the kids are now overtaking the kitchen
With all those
counter.
computers.
Yes, with their
Oh,
little
guys,
computers.
that's just a
and-
lot to take on, like the schooling part of it. I just have one at home going to school, and he basically knows how to do his stuff. I just have to initiate. Like,
Yeah.
have you worked on your homework? But all the teachers have been super great. Like, we're not giving you any new assignments till the end of the term. Just get caught up on things and
Okay.
take it easy. Don't get too overstressed. So they're being really good. What's going to be scary is next Monday we start a new term, and I'm like, hey, now I've like got to be super proactive.
See, I'm thinking the week of the last term would be scarier because there's so many kids that procrastinate thinking, I have an F, but I know I can pull it up that
right. And
last
luckily
week.
he hadn't. But yeah, we are
Yeah.
super lucky
I
like
heard
that.
A couple of
Well,
kids.
the one thing I appreciate about it is that you still have to do almost, well, you do have to do a daily roll
Right.
call. So they want like a video back or some type of an audio back or even a note or a piece of art or something to say, I was here today and somebody was responsible and checked off my math,
okay.
my reading. There was a little writing exercise. I mean, seriously, kudos to all the teachers out there. They're offering up so many different things to do. You can do virtual museum tours online. You can do zoodles with one of the authors, Mo Williams. He's doing like a little
heard about
doodle
that.
art along with that. I mean, just so many alternatives.
Wow.
So you're not just turning on the TV and letting them just, stare into the abyss. They are still being held accountable. So I love that.
That's
but then
cool.
there are some other things that they can do in term with that, even science projects or art projects, and I mean, just trying to keep them busy,
Yeah.
you know?
But I have enjoyed like the family time. Like I feel like it just slowed down just a little bit, and I'm actually really embracing that part of it.
Yeah, that's
It just
nice.
feels like we're kicking it back to like a vacation or spring break or I don't know. It just feels really like.
I wonder when we go back, because I notice this, like if I go on a vacation or have a slower week and then I have to get back into my normal life, it's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, and I'm sure we will.
I'm juggling a lot, but I
Right.
choose it all and I love it all, but it's still a lot.
Yeah, will there be some that
yeah.
we just give up or some that we start playing games more and like
Yeah.
let go of some
It'll be
of that
interesting.
extras? Yeah.
Well, this was a good show. I'm
It
glad we
was.
met. I hope we're able to meet again in 2 more weeks.
Yeah, and more updates. And like you
Yes.
said
Yeah.
before,
In a
things
bubble.
could change every day. So
Yeah.
this is how it is as of today.
Yeah. We're not minute-to-minute news anchors.
No, we're not. If you'd like to see us like that, please
can be here
contribute
more
to Studio
often.
Chatter.
Yeah. Oh, no, today was fun. It was good information
Yeah,
and every day.
and a little bit of fun on the side.
Yeah.
Yep, that's important.
Yep.
Please take advantage of our sponsor, Mia's. I mean, you can
Yeah.
still do all of your shopping. You can still support local business. You can
And
still
that's so
get your
important, too.
food. I mean,
Definitely.
just take advantage and support and be there for each other best we can, at a distance, of course.
Well, good luck to you with the littles at home and homeschooling.
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Lockhart.
Well, we do our best.
And that's all that we
fun.
can do. I love
Right.
that.
And to you, I think with a teenager, it would be even probably
Just
a
trying to
little
keep
more
them busy and active, and they're like
difficult.
away from their friends too, really.
Yes, I think that would be the
So
harder
that's
part.
tricky too.
All right.
Good luck. Love you, ladies.
Love
Bye-bye.
you
Love
too. Thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the chatter. Tell a friend about us.